Professor, NVIDIA has really dominated the news right now with all the talk about AI and data centers. Do you think it's the top performing semiconductor stock?
Good question, Ben. How could we answer that? I think we can use Bloomberg to answer that question. So here's our Bloomberg terminal. So remember, Bloomberg provides all the stocks and different indices and markets. So if we type WEI in Bloomberg, it brings up the world equity indices. Let's look at the S&P 500. We have several choices, but we'll look at the S&P. You know that NVIDIA is a technology stock, so we'll click on information tech. It's a semiconductor. We want all the semiconductor stocks. You can see NVIDIA is in there. There it is right there.
Wow, not even top 10?
Well, but this is just their list of their change today. So we want to look year to date. So what we want to do is export it to Excel. And when we export it to Excel, it brings that page in. All we need is the tickers. So I'm going to get rid of all these extra columns. And then this is the cool thing with Bloomberg. If I click on Bloomberg, see this spreadsheet builder here. I want to bring in the time series table. And so the securities I want, I can actually, it's pretty amazing. I can actually highlight this and Control C to copy it. And then I can Control V and paste it in there. And when I do that, if I click this little button there, look at that.
Wow.
Brings them all in. And then next, what I want is, I love this field, it's called total return. So it includes dividends and stock buybacks and the stock return. So this total return gross of dividends, that's what I want. So we'll do next. And you said you want to know this year. So my from date will be 12/31/2024 and daily through today. And then I'll just do next and just insert. And now we have all of these semiconductor stocks. It's not exactly their stock price. What it is, it's adjusted for dividends, so we'll get a true total return. So a total return is going to equal the ending value divided by the beginning value minus 1. So our ending value, I have to do equal and go down to the very bottom, control down. There's their ending value today. Divide that by the beginning value, that's 12/31/2024 minus 1. There's my return. I'll click the home key and do %. And then what I'll do is I'll do Control right. I'm just going to stick a 1 there and then Control F, and I can just do Control C, Control Shift right. I've got all of those returns. Wow. So let's take these, and I'm going to copy them. We'll put them on a different sheet and paste them special. Let's do values and transpose. Let me bring it over there. Let me make them %. Now let's sort them. You remember how to sort? Data, sort, and we'll sort by the returns. Let's do largest to smallest. Do you think NVIDIA will be at the top?
I think it might be.
Actually, it's surprising, isn't it? NVIDIA is way, way down on the list. They're up 40%. But you have Micron and Lam and AMD up. Micron up 130%. Remember, they hit the news with their new deal with OpenAI. You do have a couple that are negative, even Texas Instruments. You have a few that have negative returns, but most are highly positive. The S&P is, up about 15-16%. So semiconductors are definitely doing well, but NVIDIA is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're number 8 out of 19. So it's a good question, but it's actually surprising. You could look at these two stocks and see if sometime in the year, one of them did a whole lot better than the others. So we can actually go, let me show you one last thing. Let's do NVIDIA, hit function 8 and do, remember the COMP function, the compare returns. So let's look at NVIDIA and compare it to Micron. And we'll do it from 12/31/2024. And then you can see there's Micron. So you can see they were
Wow.
pretty close together
Micron.
until just really just August. And since August, Micron has shot up and NVIDIA has just gone flat. And then there's the S&P 500 and the tech industry. You can see the S&P 500 is at the bottom here. So semiconductors has outperformed. NVIDIA has done well, but Micron's been the big winner. It's a great question. You can see how you can easily answer that question with not just semiconductor stocks, but with any industry in the S&P 500 just by using that WEI function. Thanks. Good question.